Does love makes us stronger, or does it expose the part of us what we have always tried to hide?
So does love make us stronger, or does it expose the parts of us that we always try to hide, right? I personally think, from a man's point of view, from my own point of view, it's a 50-50 balance, right? It does make us stronger. I mean, look, the feeling when you get when you're in love, that feeling of invincibility, that, you know, I am with this person, I can do anything, and no one can touch me, because I know that she's got my back. So that kind of feeling does make us stronger. And it makes us stronger also because now, again, like I mentioned before in the first question, we have someone else to think about also. So now it's not just thinking about yourself, just me, myself, and I. It's not just that now. Now it's everything else. Now you have to think about that person's well-being. You have to think, is she eating? Is she doing things right? How can I take care of her? Is she protected? What is she doing? How is she doing at work? All of these thoughts, right? Common thoughts when you have a partner, right? So you want to know about that person. You want to be involved in that life with that person, right?
She becomes your family.
She becomes everything. So it does make us stronger. It makes us more mature also. Because again, I reiterate, now you don't have to think about yourself only. You have to think about the other person also.
But what if she gets upset that why you are interfering, or why you are, entering to my personal space? So all depends how you and her is the equation with.
Yeah, so again, if she does get upset, which it hasn't really happened to me, so I don't really know how to respond to that with my own experiences. With my own experiences, because whenever I'm with someone, it's all about taking care of that person. Why, in my view, why would she tell me, why are you asking me how I am? Why are you invading my personal space? Like, why would she do that?
But some relationships, they start really go well, and then, start shutting down. So on that note, I'm asking you as a view, that what is your point of view on that?
Okay, so when that kind of happens, if it's early on in the relationship, because I believe that a relationship, the first 3 months are crucial. If the first 3 months are good, if they go plain sailing, after that, everything should be smooth. Smooth in the way that there should be no, why are you invading my space? Why are you? Because all that is all done in the first 3 months.
But what if after 3 months, if it's not being taken care, what is your suggestion on that to the viewers?
Then that person is not for you. It's as simple as that. That person is not for you, because as a man, you also have your needs. And I'm not talking about physical needs, sexual needs, nothing like that. I'm talking about your emotional needs, your mental needs, right? Again, from my own point of view, you need someone that you can be open with, someone that you can talk with on a daily basis, constantly, be it on the phone, be it on video call, be it in person, anything. Be able to express your feelings to that person. Because, again, understand.
And also ready, available for taking care of her expressions.
Of course. Yeah. But that's how it works. Yeah. What are we? A team, right? A team. So that's how it works, right? So, what I was going to say is that, again, from a man's point of view, being available for that person, right, and that person being available for you is very important. And again, I don't mean physicality or anything like that. I just mean communication, talking, being there.
Emotionally available.
The presence of that person, right? And if after 3 months, if after the initial few months, that is not there any longer, then that person is not for you.
Then you should stand out.
That person is not for you. I mean, again, it doesn't take too long to figure out these things and to talk. Again, if you're talking with that person on a daily basis, then those boundaries should already be there. So that communication should be flowing. If communication doesn't flow, well, why on earth are you still there? When you date someone, in my view, when you are with someone dating that person, it's with the end goal of marriage. You're not dating a person just for the lols, just for fun. That's not how God made us, or that's not how God intended us to be.
We are not other species, we are humans.
We're
so
humans.
We ended up with the marriages.
Exactly. Yeah. So, it's not like, I mean, even the Bible says what man will grow up and he will leave his mom and dad and go with his wife, adhere to his wife, blah, blah, blah. You know, in Genesis it says that. So that's how it is.
Yeah.
You find a partner. It takes 2 or 3 months to analyze everything, to observe everything. And if that person is not for you, then it's not for you. But if after 3 months that still is solid, then of course that
take
person,
it to the next level.
yeah, you take it to the next stage, right? But it does also open up all the fears, right? Because the question, what was the question again? Just so that our viewers are reminded of the question. Because maybe we deviate a bit from the subject. It's
Yes.
such a big subject. Isn't
So,
it?
does love make us stronger?
It does.
Or does it expose the part of us what we have already tried to hide?
What do you think about the second part? Does it expose the parts that we try to hide? What do you think about it?
Yeah, if you analyze that, yeah, you are in love with the person, but he's a little insecure or he's a little, judgy, then you start taking it your shift. You know what I mean? You're not cheating, but you don't want any further cures. This is how I guess.
Got it.
Is the
So, for me, again, from my own point of view, it does also open us to all of these things that we try to hide. Again, I believe in a relationship, communication is very important. If there's no communication, nothing will work.
communication with trueness.
With trueness,
Yeah,
with
no
openness,
fake, guys,
openness.
because in the world of social media, no fakeness really needed. It's already a lot of filters and all. And for the relationships, I think we don't need any filter. It should be no filter, completely trueness, and communication is important with upfront, saying, sharing, and respectful.
Respectful. That's a very important word.
Yes.
Respect, right?
Yes.
But it does, from my perspective, again, there are things when you talk with your partner, and you're open with that person, you feel strong, you feel invincible. But at the same time, and that's why the question is phrased like that, at the same time, there is this level of exposure, because that person gets to know every single dirty little secret about you, right? Let's not kid ourselves. We all have our secrets, all of us, right? All of us have our habits, all of us have our things that we like doing, and we don't like publicizing it to the world.
And everyone has a past.
Everyone has a past
Yes.
that we don't want to publish to the world.
Yes.
We want to keep it to ourselves.
Yes.
But out of love and out of respect, you tell that person. And you tell that person not with the intention so that person tells the whole world afterwards. You tell that person so that that person can see you for who you are. Love me not just because I'm a good guy, not just because I provide, not just because I'm handsome, not just because of whatever it is. Those are superficial qualities.
When you were not there, that time also I was struggling with, and you should know my part. That's just how it is.
Love me because of my flaws. Love me when I make a mistake. Love me when I fuck up. Love me when I mess up. Love me still then. If you can do that, then that is love.
And I can always come to you and I know that this person can still hug me and say, it's okay, I'm there, whatever happened has happened. We both as a team can work it out.
Of course. Again, the key word, team. Yes? As a coach, I always refer back to that.
That's
as a team.
completely I agree with.
It should be a team. We're not individuals. We're a team. That's what makes teamwork makes the dream work.
Wow.
Right? So, again, but when you open yourself up to someone, you are leaving yourself exposed. What happens if down the line that person, is not the right person, and then what? Spill the beans, So then you are left exposed. And it happens. And I have prior experience with that. It does happen, right? So, you have to be careful also. That's why those first 3 months are very important. Because
to communicate,
to understand, because once all that is gone through and that person sees you for who you are, sees that you're not perfect. Because when we start a relationship, I don't know about women, but men, we idolize that person, right? We put that person in a pedestal, the queen, that's it, done. Everything she does is perfect. But then once we see the flaws, will you stay with that person once you see the flaws? Will you stay with that person once you see her past, her mistakes, And it goes the same for the woman and the man. Will you stay with me once you see my flaws, my habits, my mistakes, the way that I think sometimes? That's the key question. So when you are open and the communication is there and it's transparent, as you said, no filters, no Instagram filters, no Snapchat filters with a doggy and all that kind of shit. All right, everything is true, it's pure. So when that happens, then you have no fear in opening up to that person, because what's the worst that can happen? No. The answer is no. Okay, fine. There are 7 billion people in the world. One of them is me. Done. Right? So it's not the end of the world. But that fear is there. What if she thinks wrong about me? What if she maybe thinks, oh my God, this guy did this in the past. How am I going to be with this guy? Or this guy did that. Well,
but then how you being a human, you start becoming a judgmental. So that part you have to leave and just connect to the eye to eye, heart to heart, and just let the person be comfortable, near to you, surrounded by you, and say, yeah, okay, maybe I'm here for you.
Exactly. But that's the most important thing, right? But those questions linger in your head. What if this person thinks like this of me because I did this in the past? It shouldn't be like that. If you love someone really, truly, deeply, you shouldn't be worried about opening up. So yes, it does make us invincible. And yes, there's also a fear of opening up so that all our little habits and tendencies and mistakes and flaws are visible to that person. You feel naked. You feel like without clothes. This is who I am. Whether you love me or you don't love me, this is me. If you love me, great. I will try to improve. I will try to be better every single day, right? If you don't love me, I can't do anything else about it.
But don't ignore me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like that.
Love me or hate me, but give me the sign. Don't ignore me. Yeah.
Love me or hate me, but at least tell me.
Tell me.
So that's where communication comes into play again, right?
True. With transparency.
Transparency, very important. So let's move on to question 3. This is great so far. I hope you guys are enjoying, so let's see.